how you do anything is how you do everything. I know you've heard this saying before, but how you do anything is how you do everything. So if you go to the gym and you're just like, yeah, I'm at the gym, but I'm just gonna kind of like chill on the treadmill for 20 minutes and read Us Weekly, is how you do everything. If your inbox on your email is totally disastrous and chaotic and disorganized, that is an indicator of what's going on in your brain. If you meditate like from time to time when it's convenient for you, but you don't really commit to it, that is indicative of how much you're willing to commit to other things in your life. So we gotta start to look at things, not only the big life decisions, but the little tiny ones in our life. What do we do with the email that comes in that we don't know that we can't address right then? Do we just let it sit there? What do we do when we feel like it's time to meditate, but we don't really think that we have time? Do we just skip it, or do we make the time? What do we do when we feel like we're faced with a decision and someone wants us to do it out of obligation, or we feel this sense of, I should do it for them? What do we do when we feel that control monster coming to rear its head? Because if we don't start to address it in the little stuff, then it's virtually impossible to conquer it when the big stuff comes up, because we've been exercising the muscle of control. We've been exercising the muscle of obligation. We've been exercising the muscle of non-commitment. And then how can you expect yourself to choose the thing that you want to do when other people have this expectation of you? How can you expect yourself to surrender when you really think that it matters, that you really think that this job can make you or break you? How can you expect yourself to really commit to a life partner when you haven't been committing to yourself your whole life? So how you do anything is how you do everything. And we gotta start to hold ourselves to a higher standard. We gotta start to make appointments with ourselves and keep them. And when the resistance comes up, which it will, we've talked about this 100 times, when you get really close to the thing that you want, that's when the big fear comes up. That's when the big resistance comes up. So when that stuff starts to come up, you have to remember why you chose to commit to the thing in the first place. The beautiful part of this exercise is that as you start to practice the muscle of choosing what you want to do, as you start to practice the muscle of surrender, as you start to practice the muscle of committing to yourself, as you start to practice the muscle of organizing your inbox and your brain and your closet, everything else will start to fall in place. The bigger decisions and commitments will seem much easier if you've been exercising that day to day. So how you do anything is how you do everything. So I'm tired and I'm hungry, and so I'm just gonna like throw together a meal and I'm just gonna like pop something in the microwave and eat it. Y'all know how I feel about microwaves. But or you know what, it's just like a little, I'm just gonna dump this Coke in the lake and then throw the plastic bottle over my shoulder. I'm just gonna throw this one cigarette butt on the ground. No, how you do anything is how you do everything. So if we're, just little tiny disrespectful things to the planet is like little tiny disrespectful things to yourself. Little tiny ways of, oh, I'll be there at 2:30 and then you show up at 2:45. Or, I'm so sorry, I know we said we can meet for lunch, but I can't do it today. Can we do it next week? And then next week you cancel again. Every time you break little promises, it devalues your word. It devalues, for lack of a better word, I've been watching Game of Thrones, your honor. Clean your brain first, meditate, then clean your room, and then start your work. Because if you just sit down, you just wake up and you're like, let me have some coffee, and then just start working, you're like, I don't know, should I exercise? Should I work out? Should I clean my room? Should I finish this project? Should I do this? And you don't really know which one to tackle. So clean your brain first, clean your room second, make a schedule for yourself, and then commit to it. How you do anything is how you do everything. The end.
Leaning, sun, star.